Hello, 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 everyone. What is going on? And welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 90. So, first things first to do, every 10 episodes, we look at the trending page. I'm here with George, so let's do this then. Aston Villa versus Liverpool. Oh, yeah, by the way, timestamps in the description. So, if you want to skip to the main topics, just go in the description and, skip to the main topic, which will be online buying and selling. So yeah, we've got Aston Villa versus Liverpool. What happened here then? I'm gonna mute. I'll mute. I'm pressing the volume button. Oh bloody hell! He came up with the TikTok adverts. Oh man! All right, let's look at the final score. You don't support Villa anymore, do you, George? Sadly,
No.
you're a West Brom guy. You used to support both, depending on certain things, but now you're just a West Brom guy. Do you keep up with the football much, or you're not that bothered?
Never.
Oh, but you just say like, "Oh, I support West Brom." Oh, it was 4-1.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. The thing is right. Bloody Villa beat them like 7-2, like weeks and weeks ago. Oh man, bloody hell. Never mind. So yeah, football's on the trending page. Wolverhampton versus Crystal Palace. Illusions of Time by Vsauce, cheeky Vsauce video.
That looked quite good.
Yeah. Used to watch Vsauce years ago. Might try and get back into him. Bloody hell, the beard's got a bit bigger. Bloody hell. Fair play, though. Cool beard. Bugsy Malone song. WizKid song. James Charles, I Got a Perm. What? I mean, how is this? How is this content to recommend to people who are new to the bloody platform? Like, this is the first thing you see
no
trending
idea.
page, and then James Charles getting a perm. I don't know. It just seems a bit like, why do you want to watch this? Cheeky Doja Cat new song. Sweetie song Best Friend featuring Doja Cat. Listen to it. Pretty decent banger. But I don't know if a lot of people would like it. As I say, I'm a fairly decent, like, I'm a bit of a fan of Doja Cat. I think she's done some good bangers compared to a lot of music, compared to a lot of musicians out there. Because a lot of stuff nowadays just ain't, well, a lot of mainstream stuff ain't that good. So considering she's mainstream, I think she's quite good personally. But obviously, as George said, he thinks it's just a simp move, which, your opinion, George, mate. Now, this one is ridiculous. Telling my sister I'm pregnant. Ellie Darby. What? How is this a big deal? Telling my sister I'm pregnant? Why does this need to be vlogged? What on earth? The Hoonicorns last ride. Ken Block's final drive. This is something you'd watch? I'm guessing, George.
It probably would. It looks quite good.
Do you think you'll watch it later then?
I'll probably mind that. I'm going to say that watch actually, because it's quite cool.
Is Ken Block like a rally driver or something?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Oh, fair enough. I finally bought an electric car on Box Therapy. Okay. D Block Europe song. Ruination season 2021. Oh, Last League of Legends things. Mom, look, you frightened the bride. Jasmine Sullivan, Tiny Desk Home concert. Customizing my shoes again. George, you'd be all right at this. No, you should do a video one day where you get your shoes insanely dirty and you show the process of you cleaning them up. Because you're quite good at that, aren't you?
Yeah, well, that could be quite satisfying to some people.
You should do it anyway to show them how to do it, because that's a real important thing. Because I remember, like, when we did the Randonautica video and I stepped in the mud, I thought my shoes were done for. I'd only bought them for a week, and I thought, oh no, X amount of money down the drain. Oh, these are decent. Well, these are good quality.
I've lost you a bit.
Oh, do you mean my connection, or do you not know what I'm saying? George? George. 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 Well, I'll cut this bit out. George, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. What the hell? George. George. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay, good. I was just saying about how when I stepped in the mud, I thought my shoes were totally done for, but then you managed to clean them. I thought, nah, what George is saying is too good to be true. This won't work. This won't
And we
work.
caught that on camera as well, didn't we?
Yeah, for part.
That
Was
was
it?
quite
It was
funny.
the start of part 3, I think.
I think so.
But yeah, that was really, really amazing. To be honest, that was like some next level stuff. Anyway, back to a bit more of the trending page.
The hoverboard.
Are you bored of the trending page already?
No, that's on the trending page.
Oh, sorry. All right, then I'm going to scroll down. Let's have a look. He bet $20,000 on it. Well, I'm sorry. Anyone who is collabing with Mr. Beast can afford to waste $20,000 on a bloody coin flip. I'm sorry, and I'm not saying they should bet too much. 20. It's decent, but I mean, there's just nothing to worry about, is there? Olivia Rodrigo, driver's license. Bye, hello, 2021.
Have you found the hoverboard one yet?
Huh?
That looks quite good. I also said out. I did watch it as well.
Which one are you talking about?
The hoverboard.
Oh yeah, I think I looked at that earlier. Rocket League 100 verse 1 in Rocket League. How there? Hold on.
I saw that as well. Yeah.
How does this work, man? I'm gonna watch a bit of it quickly. Hold on.
You have to go right to the end now.
All right, I'm at the end. Yeah, there's just like a million blue cards against one. I mean, it's not even fair. Come on. Oh, these are AIs. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all are.
Bloody hell. The thing is, when people come up with these good video ideas, I am really happy for them. Oh, it's all Rocket League stuff. Fair play. I am happy for them, but at the same time, I sort of think it'd be nice if there was a smaller channel on the come up. But I suppose they earned this, didn't they? They worked their way to the top, and that's that. I think we can leave it for the trending page.
Yeah, well, I think Rocket League is having a little bit of a resurgence now as well.
Who?
Rocket League.
Oh, Rocket League, like getting back into popularity a bit.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Fair enough. Have you got any news then, bro, or should we move on? Or should we move straight on to the main topic?
No, I've got no news.
Brilliant. Let's get into this then. Online buying and selling. So let's talk a bit about buying first. Online buying is something that a lot of people tend to do nowadays. It's why the high streets are not doing as well money-wise. I'm sure that they'll survive and they'll do all right, but like online is where it's at because people can get great deals. I mean, it's why pubs don't do as well as they used to because you can buy beer. I'm not saying you can buy beer cheaper online, but you can buy beer cheaper in a store. Like I swear, a bottle of beer, well, a bottle of Stella or Carling is like £1.50 in a store, while at a pub it's like it can be anywhere between £3 and bloody £4.20 in a very posh place, £4.20. But yeah, I know that sort of goes away from the point I was making because obviously some high street places sell alcohol. But my point is, when there's a cheaper alternative, people are going to go for that, aren't they? And sometimes there are some rip-offs online. You just have to know what you're buying. But my advice for buying, it depends what you want at the end of the day. But if it's something that costs quite a bit and you want it, like say if it's a really rare thing, keep going on every day and looking for good deals. Just keep going on every single day and looking for good deals because at the end of the day, the seller is going to want to sell it eventually, aren't they? So keep logging on I'm saying if this is something you want really, really badly and it costs quite a bit, keep going on and looking for deals because eventually someone will come along who just wants to who's either put it on there for ages and only wants to make a small profit, or they don't know how much it's actually worth and they put it up for not much, or they they just are fed up and well they just don't care and they'll just sell it for whatever. So just keep waiting. There will be a good deal eventually. That's one bit of advice for buying. Have you got anything to say about buying, George? Because you use online quite a bit for stuff. So the floor is yours.
Just make sure what you're buying is the right thing, and make sure it's not not put as like just as a example. Like if you're buying a trading card online, like a Pokemon card or something like that, make sure they don't put it as an online card, like in the corner, so you don't notice it and you think it's an actual card because people have fell for that before.
So sometimes I've bought fake cards.
Well, not fake. Like you get these online cards for the trading card app, and so people like put them on as well, while saying that they're online, and people go buying them thinking they're the real card.
What do they end up with then?
Like just the code to play that card online.
So it's just a total scam, basically.
Basically,
Has that ever happened to you before buying cards?
no, I always check what I'm getting, like thoroughly check.
Fair. With you, I know. Obviously, Lego is talked about quite a bit on this channel, and I'm going to go to it again. Buying Lego. Then, do you do that online, or do you always go to the a shop not too far away from either me or you, and they sell quite a bit there?
Yeah, I normally buy that in shop.
What's the most Lego? I know this is really random, but what's the most Lego you've got from a shop?
Mario.
I mean, how many sets?
I think two.
Oh, two. That's not too bad.
Two at once.
I was gonna say, man, like I'd be really anxious if I was someone like M&R and going into a shop and buying like 4 sets or 5 sets. I'd just be like, oh god, people are gonna think I'm so weird. But I suppose you just got to forget about what them people think, haven't you?
I wouldn't think it's weird, really.
No. I know
Like,
a lot of people are cool
Lego,
with
like,
a lot of people are cool with Lego. People buying Lego, to be fair. But there's always going to be some people who think, oh, what an idiot! Oh, why is he buying Lego? But I mean, you just sort of have to ignore
probably.
it, don't you? But 2 sets isn't that bad. But I suppose if they're the sort of people who are going to get uppity, you sort of think to yourself, well, what if I whether I buy 1 set or 5 sets, if they're going to get uppity and like, oh, that's weird, then they're going to think it's weird no matter what, are they? Anyway, that was a random tangent from me. Back to the main topic.
And
So
obviously, it's your money, not theirs.
exactly, yeah, that's 1,000,000% true. As long as you have the space and you're not wasting it, I think it's fine. But yeah, have you ever bought any Lego online then, or do you just buy Doctor Who stuff or all that jazz on the internet? Or
I bought like a lot of Doctor online. Sorry, I think I might have bought 1 or 2 sets of online as well. But yeah, I know I bought quite a lot of Lego really online.
fair enough.
So it's
You ever?
really in store.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been ripped off buying online?
Uh, no, I don't. Yes and no.
What
Like
was this then?
like with like the Doctor, it can get quite high in pricing,
And it's a bit of a
like
rip
with the
off.
figures and things like that. So yeah, like when it goes to the price, but I always try and go for a cheaper one. But sometimes
Okay.
you can't go for the cheap one, and in the end you just have to go for the expensive one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I always really double check what I'm getting like price wise because when you know the set come out for £20 and it's going for £40 by scalpers, you're not gonna go and support the scalpers, are you really?
Well, it depends how well you know the product you're buying, doesn't it? You know, it's like
Yeah.
if like with Lego, I know how much something's worth. If it's in the box sealed, it's going to be worth more. If it's out the box, if it's out the box but in packets, it's going to be worth a fair amount, I suppose, but not. It's not the same as it being in the box. And if it's totally out of the box, it will be worth a certain amount depending on how old the set is and if the set's together and all that jazz. So I suppose it's about knowing the thing that you're buying. So with scalping, I don't mind people making a profit off of something if it's hard to get and like say like
but when they're buying like 4 or 5 of them like things together and then selling like all 5 at once.
That isn't scalping though. Scalping's when you sell something that is actually worth a certain amount and trying to sell it for more. I mean, I don't mind people making a £1 profit.
Well, I know that, but like when they buy like 4 or 5 together, like and leaving nothing else, like for people, so they have to come and find one online.
Oh, that's just hoarders. That's people who just love collecting the stuff, I suppose. I think there should be a limit, but yeah, I definitely think there should be a limit. But at the end of the day, you've got to pre-order the stuff, I suppose. I mean, I don't mind people collecting loads of sets as long as they don't complain too much about scalpers because they're the reason people need to go to scalpers. But then at the same time, you really should just wait till the set comes about or the thing that you want comes about at the end of the day. Or because the thing is, there's still people on, and the thing is, Lego have stopped scalpers sort of because I swear on Bricklink, if they're selling stuff for more than it's worth, they get banned or something.
Oh, well, that's good.
Something weird like that. But yeah, it is a bit annoying when these Lego YouTubers buy like 50 million battle packs and then say, "Oh yeah, I hate scalpers. It's wrong." But like, they're the reason people need scalp. No one people need to buy off the scalpers. But the thing is, it depends how much profit they're making. Really, if it's say if it's the 501st Legion battle pack, if that's worth £27.99. If they sell it for £28.99, I'm not really bothered. But if they're selling it for like 33 quid, then that's quite annoying.
Yeah.
But I suppose that if they wasn't selling it for loads, they'd only be making a small profit. But at the end of the day, I think it's fair to just sell it for what it's worth. I mean, I've bought a few of them 501st battle packs and I've only opened one of them. And the thing is, in the future, that'll be worth loads when it's retired, unless they make more episode 3 type clone troopers with the blue stuff on the helmet and the body armor, like 501st Legion troopers. But it's like with a lot of things, like I think the worst scalping is like a console that's worth a certain amount of money and then people just sell it for way more. I mean, consoles and video games, if you're buying them, you've got to realize that they just go down in value. They always go down in value. That's more the selling side. So I guess we can just move on to selling now, can't we?
Okay. Yeah.
I've talked about buying enough. Just there isn't a lot to say. Just get the right deals, blah blah blah, etc. etc. So selling now, it's best to sell stuff that you know a lot about. So if you're selling stuff you don't know, obviously you can use your common sense and just type in blah 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 this thing that I'm selling and see how much it's worth. But and you can do that and look at how much it's worth and sell it for what maybe sell it for between, like, say if you've got a little toy and you don't know how much it's worth, but it's rare and hard to find now, and there's none of it on eBay or Amazon, you might as well put it up for a fairly high price. But it does depend how good it looks, what condition it's in, and if you're sure that it's retired.
Yeah, I think like things like that as well. Like, always look at quite a few of them. If there's about of the same on there, or look around that same pricing, or go a little bit lower, just so you can show that you've got the better deal to people who want to buy.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, when I'm selling stuff online, if it's something brand new in the box, I'm not lowering the price by that much. But if it's something out of the box, then I'm willing to negotiate and all that to a degree, depending on how much it's worth out the box
Yeah.
and how rare it is. Thing is, imagine though being one of these people who like kept the old yellow coloured Lego Star Wars figures before they made fleshy colour instead of Lego City colour.
Yeah.
Imagine keeping them for years, like the Lando Calrissian figure. That would have been worth like loads for ages. But then they bought him out. They bought him, Pilot Luke Skywalker, and other versions of Luke Skywalker, the old Leia and the old Han Solo. They were all costed quite a bit, but then once they brought them out in the 20th anniversary edition, it becomes available. It becomes it becomes available again, and then every single person can get their hands on it.
Yeah. Well, I think I've got one of the original Lukes,
Are you
but
sure?
it's got not a yellow head, like a pink head one,
Oh,
but I think it's quite an old one though.
I reckon
But but it doesn't have it there.
it's probably between 2004 and 2008, then probably, or 2009.
Probably, yeah.
Thing is, those figures are mad common though, and they came out in loads of sets. The things that make the yellow flesh worth more than the white or black flesh is that the yellow flesh are a lot more rare, like for Star Wars printing anyway, while the other flesh is not worth as much because it's so much more common as well. But if you have like a rare figure that only came out in one set, then I suppose it'll go up in value anyway. But the basic Luke Skywalker that comes out in loads of sets is common, so it's not going to be worth that much. It's like the old R2D2 that's been around since 1999. That's been in so many different sets, it's not going to be worth a lot. So I suppose the point with selling is try to get things that you think will be rare, that you know about, if you're really determined to make money, that you know about, and obviously give a fair deal, make a bit of profit, but give a fair deal. It's like, George, everything that I've ever sold to you, it's been worth what it's worth at the end of the day. I think what has been sold, what I've sold to you, I've made a bit of profit, but you've got a fair deal. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing is, there's some things which I've sold to you for like barely any money because that's what they're worth. You know, if I was going to sell you my Xbox One over here, I wouldn't sell it for what I bought it for because it goes down in value. It goes down in value by loads. I'd be a fool to charge the original price because these go down in value. It's like literally any video game. It's like in 2015, Halo 5 was bought for, I don't know, 45 quid or 50 quid or whatever. No, I guess maybe 39. No. I'm going to guess probably between 45 quid and 50 quid. I'm not going to ask that much for that now because first things first.
Think games and consoles, they will jump up again.
No, because it's old technology. It's old technology. It won't. It's like saying the iPhone. This is not the iPhone 1, obviously, but it's like saying the iPhone 1 is going to be worth, or the first iPhone or second iPhone is going to be worth loads because it's rare, but it's not, because technology doesn't work the same as collectibles.
Well, I've seen a lot of NESs go for like £70 and upwards. Really?
Are you sure about? Well,
yeah.
But the thing is, you're not really going to get anyone buying that unless it's a crazy collector, because half the stuff you can just get on the PC anyway.
Yeah. But I think if I was going to go get it was just like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Just because it's a very cool looking console and very popular.
All right, George. You are right here. Actually, the NES 64.99, 85, 44.95. There's one for £13, George. £13.66.
Yeah, what is that on bids?
69.99, 59, 99, 99, 130. Bloody hell. Pre-owned. And no, but the thing is, a lot of these are coming with games as well, though, George. So that's going to make the worth go up.
Yeah, but what type of games?
Oh, I haven't paid attention. I'm just going to look up on.
Well, because like if the Mario games are, I can see why the price is higher. If it's just a normal random game, I
Yeah.
can't see why it would be higher.
I don't. I'll go back and check in a sec. But my point is right. I'm looking at the PS1 now, and yep, 70 quid, 59 quid, 20 quid, £12.50, 20 quid, 45 quid, 22 quid, 27 quid, 20 quid. My point is, if you bought a Lego set or a collectible in 2011 and kept it in the box, like take the Mandalorian set for example, the Mandalorian Battle Pack from 2011, that now would be worth. Well, that's now worth like 70 quid in the box. So you bought something for 10 quid and made like 60 quid profit. But now,
Well, it's not my Doctor Who collection at 18. Bought that for 40. That's going over 100 now.
Yeah, but my point is,
actually now 150.
Yeah, but my point is, I'm not going to make my money back on PS1 and PS2 and PS3 and PS4 and Xbox One and Xbox 360 and all that jazz, and rightfully so because it's old technology. You know,
I think the first one that will go back up in price when they do will be the 360.
I'm going to actually look up how much that is worth because to be fair, if a PS1 Xbox 360, if a PS1's worth like bloody 70 quid with a few games, George, there's a 360. That's worth. It's 30 quid, George. It says right here, 30 quid. 30 quid, George. Hold on, I promise you I'm not making up the prices. I'm genuinely reading them off here. All right, let's have a look. 15 quid, 21 quid, 22 quid, 30 quid, 165 quid, 62 quid, 69 quid, 50 quid, 159 quid, 62 quid, 70 quid. So if we're looking at the averages, it's probably around the same as a PS1 or an NES.
Yeah.
But you're not going to, my point is, you're not going to make your money back on all these consoles, which you should buy. A lot of the stuff you get, you shouldn't be getting a million things to sell. It should just be a little side thing to make a bit of extra money. But you're not going to make your money back on the consoles. And these scalpers are just ridiculous trying to sell their consoles for like the same amount or more than they bought it for. It's just absolutely, utterly ridiculous. Just be thankful for the money that you can get and put it towards.
I definitely think it goes for like the PS5 and the Series X as well.
What did you say? Sorry.
So I think the same goes for Series X and PS5.
Yeah, you can't. You won't get your money back unless you like keep it in the box, and even then, all the other. Say if you keep it in the box for a year, the price of it will go down anyway, so no one's going to want to buy it off you unless it's like some limited edition.
Well, I was more thinking people going and selling them for like twice the price that they're meant to be. Like I've seen people just sell the packaging, right? Sell a photo of a PS5, and people think it's an actual PS5 and get scammed like that.
Wait, people have bought photos of PS5s.
Yes, thinking it's an actual PS5 because they've put it out to be an actual PS5.
Well, surely they can get their money back, can't they? Or does the person just go off the face of the earth?
Basically, no way to do it.
Right. I suppose you just have to look at who you're buying from, what their reviews are, and all that jazz. And an actual picture of what you're buying.
Yeah,
not
definitely.
Just the picture on its own. I was going to say one thing quickly back to buying. I was going to say that I did once when I bought this tripod, because I wanted to put my sister's iPad on there for like a stop motion film, but it kept wobbling about and the iPad, and I thought, man, I've got to send this back, and I got my money back. But I just used my phone now, put bricks between the phone to do the stop motion. But the point is, there was a lot of good reviews on there, but there was a few saying the thing wobbles. But I suppose, like, my point is like, if you're desperate to buy something, because I just wanted to get a tripod for the sake of it, I just bought it like that. I just bought it, and it was probably the wrong decision, to be honest. So I suppose you just have to try and be patient, and just, if you've got an alternative to the thing that you want to use, then yeah.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say? Have you got any points you want to bring up about selling? I'm trying to think of a few more.
No, I can't think of anything else I want to say with that one, actually.
Well, with selling, thing is, right, I just want to bring up one more point. People who, like, again, fair play, working on commission is hard work, but if you work on commission and you're messing about at work trying to find good deals on bloody eBay or Amazon when you could be out there making money, it's just ridiculous. My point is, actually, everyone in general, don't get too obsessed with selling, because if you work hard enough, you can make money in real life quite well at work, more than you'll make selling. Even top selling people probably, if you just sold stuff all the time, unless you're like a mad seller or you're selling stuff really quickly that you can make a small profit on each time, you're not really going to do that well. So don't get too obsessive with selling. Just have it as a nice little side hobby that you can make money with. That's the way I see it. And buying, just try and be smart, try and know what you're buying and all that jazz.
Yeah,
well, you ready to move on to the next thing then?
I am.
Good stuff. So, yeah. Doctor Who episodes. Where were we? Was it episode? Did I talk about the Curse of the Black Spot being a load of crap? Oh yeah, I did, didn't I, on the live podcast?
Yes,
And
you
the
did, yeah.
and the one,
Yeah.
the two-parter with the silence as well. So it's the Doctor's daughter now, isn't it? I'm 99% sure it is.
Right, so the silence in the library is what you're talking about, are you?
No, the two-parter with the silence. Those creatures that make you forget that they're there.
Anyway, it's the Doctor's wife you're thinking of.
Oh, sorry, yeah. No, but I was saying it's after the
Doctor's
two-parter.
daughter's series 4.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got that totally wrong, George. Sorry, mate.
That's fine.
Yeah, so let's get the episodes up quickly. I'm just going to I know. So Doctor's wife starts off quite crazy and weird, and I was well confused. But then, as the plot got going and as the plot kicked off, I thought it was all right with that big voice thing that was taking over people who were like, had an
Jeff, who
arm.
voiced is that?
No. Is it?
Michael Sheen.
Oh, I was going to say Timothy Dalton then. I thought, did he come back to do it? But,
No, Michael Sheen did it, which is quite cool.
Yeah. Is he going to be the next Doctor?
Don't know yet.
Who's your money on being the next Doctor?
I did have one, but I can't think of his name.
Is it the dude who played
it's
Alonso?
More recent. No.
Oh, okay.
More recent. I can't think of his last name. No, his name's Murray. I know that.
What, Bill Murray from bloody Ghostbusters? But yeah, but the voice was really cool. The bit where Rory turned into an old man was really crazy. And then wasn't Amy trapped somewhere as well, or was it just Rory?
Amy were both trapped in the corridors of the TARDIS, and then they found the old console room as well, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
I think being in TARDIS back was quite nice.
Yeah, how she was the TARDIS, the Doctor's wife, as well.
Yeah.
Was there anything?
Bringing back Tennant's TARDIS.
Yeah, and we get to see how massive the TARDIS is as well, which is very nice.
Yeah.
So, was there anything like boring about it for you? I mean, I didn't like the start, but what did you think of the episode overall?
I think Auntie and Uncle are a bit of a waste.
Yeah, they didn't do much, did they?
Because they just die like after talking for a while, they just die.
How did they beat Michael Sheen in the end then?
Well, they took Iris back into the TARDIS. So they brought the TARDIS and Iris back together. So when Iris was dying, the TARDIS basically could take her over the blue box once again, basically destroying House
Michael
at
Sheen.
the same time. Yeah.
That's fair play. I do remember thinking, oh, it's cool how they beat him. Yeah, pretty great episode. Odd stacked against the Doctor, very banterous. So the next one is
Saying that as well. The Time Lord cubes with that one, I always found that very good.
What happens with that?
Well, you can hear like Time Lords, and it turns out they're all like just cubes, because all the ships on the planet are TARDISes that are being destroyed.
Oh, bloody hell, that's quite scary, isn't it?
And that's how they build that junk TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found that very good, because that line that House says, where he goes, "Fear me, I'll kill many Time Lords," and then the Doctor goes, "Fear me, I've killed them all." I always think that line is fantastic.
Yeah, pretty badass. Even though technically it was the Master who killed the last few, but
No,
he did. He went. You use me. Psh, psh.
Yeah, but that's when the Time Lords came back.
Oh, true.
In the Time War, the Doctor killed them all.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but anyway, what's the next one then? Isn't it the Rebel Flesh?
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Well,
two-parter.
That two-part was so weird and boring. Someone just went into the acid straight away, and he thought he's so nonchalant about dying, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" Because
Well, actually, I always thought it was quite a bad episode until we watched it.
Well, I still thought it was quite weird and boring, to be honest. The part 2 was really good when there was a second Doctor running around. But I wouldn't say it was really good. I'd say it's just scrapes. I'd say it's a little bit above average, the part 2. But part 1 I just found really boring and strange.
I would say average as well, actually.
Part 1 I just found really boring and strange. And I don't know, they just seem to give Rory a lot more character time than Amy, and Amy's meant to be the main companion in it. I just feel like, but then they try and give her loads of character stuff in part 2, and then you got these guys who are like, one of us, we're not them, one of us, one blah 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 blah, and then it's just all over the place. And there were some emotional moments with that bloke whose Rebel Flesh version ends up being his kid's father, which was quite deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I mean, part 1 bit below average, part 2 a bit above average. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Any other things you want to say about the episode?
There's not a lot to say. What did you think of the flesh itself?
They look quite scary, and it was quite a shock to see them, because like aren't they meant to be copies of them in their simulation or something?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a bit weird. I mean, I don't know why humans got so lazy at that point to have simulations of themselves. It just seems a bit daft.
Yeah. I always found it well when the TARDIS sinks as well.
When the TARDIS what?
It sinks into the ground, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, and they get it back at the end, and then there's the other Doctor, and
yeah.
Imagine if that Doctor who stays behind is actually the real Doctor, and then the other version of the Doctor after that episode is like the fake Doctor, like the other version. That'd be quite deep.
Yeah, it would be funny.
That'd be quite deep and sad, really. What do you think?
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one then. A Good Man Goes to War. I'm just going
to. A very good episode. That I really enjoy.
Oh yeah, is that when he gets that fat blue bloke to come and help him? He's like, "Not me! Why do you need me?"
Yes.
Yeah, that was epic. I really loved that. I
It,
really loved all the characters they brought in. You know, I can't help it, but I'm a sucker for good fan service, and that was some really good fan service there.
it was,
Um,
wasn't it?
yeah, the twist was like because Amy got kidnapped the episode before because that wasn't the real Amy, was it? The woman with the eye
No,
patch
it wasn't.
kidnapped her. So but yeah, all the action was great in this episode. The army and the army people being like, oh, one of them being like, I know the doctor, I remember the doctor, I remember him, he was really cool. And then those and what are they called? The headless hooded people. I don't know their name, sorry.
Headless monks.
Headless monks, yeah, they were really badass and scary. Even though you could tell what their reveal was going to be because the name Headless Monks, it was still a cool reveal nonetheless, and they were quite intimidating and threatening.
Yeah, I think they were quite a good villain.
Yeah, it was quite cool how they was always ahead of the doctor. The like that eye patch
Well,
lad.
really, the Doctor was ahead of them.
No,
Well,
but
they basically hid among them all.
no, but he got. Didn't they kidnap Amy's baby in the end though?
Yeah, yeah, the woman did it. I can't think of a name now. I don't know. I'll search it. Okay, that's probably me actually.
Eye patch lady.
I want to know a
I've
name.
got all the cast here, isn't it? I'm trying to scroll through.
Oh, I thought, well,
Madam, is it
tell me what a name is.
Madam
I'm
something?
gone.
Yeah, it's Madam something. I just can't remember. It just won't come up with her actual name. The full name, Doctor.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't find the right person. Just you find it, George. Anyway, she was quite a good intimidating
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah, well, and what was the name? Did you say?
I couldn't find it. I just said I couldn't find it. It won't.
Um,
I typed in Madam something and it just came up with bloody the girl in the fireplace. So
Madame Pompadour. You're thinking?
yeah. But yeah, overall amazing episode, action packed, absolutely fantastic, high stakes, awesome, and ends quite well as well. Ends quite cool as well, really, when you think about it. Like puts you on the edge of your seat. What? Why do they go back in time? Like to find out that River Song's the daughter, but what? Why do they go back in time to kill Hitler again?
Because they shot the TARDIS.
The what TARDIS?
River's Mel, who's River,
Yeah.
shoots the TARDIS. That's that's why they go to kill Hitler. And then she gets shot and turns it into River. And that's how you find out that she's their
Oh yeah, the
daughter,
person who's
basically.
their best friend, and then that was a really good twist. And then yeah, and then she regenerates, and then the Doctor and River Song are throwing down, and the Doctor's always ahead up until the last second.
Yeah.
And then he keeps fighting for his friends. He keeps fighting for Amy and Rory, even when he's nearly dead. It's quite funny that he has a top hat on when he's dead.
Yeah, well, no, but the thing is, with that episode, it annoys me because the Doctor's all already meant to be dead.
How?
Well, first episode of Series 6, he was shot by the astronaut.
Yeah, but this is a
That's
past
why
version
when
of
he
him.
found.
No, but this is a past version of him, George.
Yeah, if it's a past version of him, how can that version die? And then the later version die as well?
Time can be rewritten.
Well, not really when it comes to the Doctor's
What?
timeline.
George, hold on. You always say don't. You always say Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Timey wimey wibbly wobbly.
Well, you don't think about it, but it's something that everybody in the community knows that was just a bit of a rubbish thing when we all know that later versions are already dying or dead.
But I don't know. I didn't mind it. I still thought the episode was good. I know a lot of the community hate Let's Kill Hitler, don't
It was
they?
okay.
They really don't
Used to
like it. I thought it was like action packed, a lot of fun, kick ass.
It's okay.
Fair enough. What is the next episode then? After Let's Kill Hitler, we have Night Terrors. Oh no, this one was so boring. Honestly, this one was.
Did you think I find it quite good, and I find it quite creepy when it comes to it.
Nah. It just seems weird that it's all just in a little dollhouse in a cupboard. It doesn't make any sense. It seems a bit generic and gimmicky. He's like, please help me, doctor.
It does make sense.
Not really. It's just stupid.
He's an alien.
No, there's no science. No, but the things with Doctor Who, there's usually like cool scientific explanations. There's no explanations for a bloody getting sucked into a dollhouse and running round and wooden people coming after you.
Because that's his imagination.
Why would you?
Imagination.
But this isn't science. But it's not scientific. It's stupid. It's just silliness. I think.
Yeah.
Thing is, I know the twist at the end. He's like, I can't remember having him. I can't remember having him. Oh, I love you, son. Which I guess that's nice. But then he's like, whatever you are, I'll look after you, and that is fair play. But it just seemed a bit strange. Him and people getting sucked into the world as well. The old woman getting sucked in, and then that man with the bulldog getting sucked in. It's just strange. It's just odd. I just found it a bit stupid. You got anything left to say, or George? Oh. Hello, George. George, are you there? George, do you read me? George, come in.
I lost you for a second there, and that's all.
Oh, what's the I'll cut that bit out. What's the final thing you want to say about that episode, then the Night Terrors one?
It's okay when it comes to it. It's just a light watch.
Okay, fair enough. The Girl Who Waited. I absolutely love this one, George. I'm not even gonna lie. What do you think? Good shit, okay, average, amazing?
Yes, it is a good episode.
It's just so cool. Like in this world where everything's infected, but they make the world feel massive, even though the set pieces aren't that big. It's just like bright white rooms, and like some dark warehousey type rooms, and there's like a ledge area where everyone is, like where Amy runs away from the robots, and time travels further, doesn't it? And she ended up waiting like 36 years for him, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
It's quite cruel how time works, because she's like really annoyed, and she's like, "Oh well, you're gonna have to." Actually, no, I won't do a shit Scottish accent. She's like, I'm not in a crazy enough mood. She's like, I waited for you forever. What the hell are you doing? You left me here forever. But I was sort of annoyed at her at first, because I was like, it's not their fault. Rory waited like 2,000 years for you. But then at the same time, she had to wait 36 years, and it's not very nice. Rory knew he had to wait 2,000 years. Well, she thought they were coming for her every single day. I thought they were coming. Like Rory was preparing himself. Doctor was like, "Good luck waiting 2,000 years, mate. See ya." So,
and it is all quite heartbreaking as well.
Yeah. How the Doctor lies to her, and he just locks her out the door, and then she gets killed by those robots.
Yeah.
That was really sad, wasn't it? But there can't be two Amy's. It is very heartbreaking how time works in the Doctor Who universe. Because I thought if something happens and something gets rewritten, that Amy just becomes the original Amy. But no, that Amy ceases to exist and goes into nothing. Wow, but the other Amy is exactly like her. So, but yeah, very very sad. But it would have been boring if that wasn't the case. If there was just like, oh yes, we'll get you, we'll go back and rescue you, and then you'll become that Amy, and then everything will be brilliant. No, sorry, mate. Not that easy. So it did make that ending.
He did now.
Huh?
I said you did now.
Oh yeah. But the thing is,
Sorry, mate, you did now.
yeah. But it would have been that ending stays in our mind and makes the episode amazing. While if they had just said, "Oh, Amy, you can become your original self, we'll just go and rescue you," that would have made for a really boring shit episode, wouldn't it? Really? Well, okay, a very okay episode, okay episode, because that conflict makes the episode really good, in my opinion. And the thing is, as well, she's like, because another thing with the difference between her situation and Rory's waiting 2,000 years situation is that he didn't get rewritten or anything. He's still the same person, while Amy would have got remade. Well, technically, he did get remade because he was in her imagination. Then he was in the real world. He wasn't a robot anymore. So just a bit crazy, but there you go. Don't dwell on it too much. But yeah, amazing episode, I think.
Yeah.
Do you agree as well, or do you think differently? Or...
I do, yes.
Fair play. Now we're on to the God Complex. That's the hotel one, isn't it?
It's just a hotel one, yes.
Now, if I'm being brutally honest, when I first watched it, I thought, what a load of silliness. David Walliams, what the hell's going on? But when I had a deep think about the episode, I thought this is actually quite good and puts you on the edge of your seat. And it's quite depressing and heartbreaking, really, and it makes it interesting because they're all put up against their deepest fears, and a lot of them end up dying anyway, which is really sad. Apart from David Walliams, because he was a coward. Like they get absolutely nothing for bravery, which is it's gritty and real, really. Because say if there's a situation where I'm not saying you should be like, say if there's a massive bull in the street running around, you're not going to try and attack it. But say if someone that you care about, say if Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor walk up to you and someone you really care about, and they say, "Screw you" to your friend, and they try to beat them up, even though you're risking your life, even though you've got no chance of beating McGregor and Mike Tyson, no one in the world can beat them two together. Even though you've got no chance, you are still going to help your friend or the person that you care about, aren't you? So,
of course,
there comes a time and place for bravery. If Mike Tyson and McGregor were just having a go at you if they were just having a go at you, just ignore it. But if they start assaulting you, then, I mean, as much as you'd stand no chance against one of them, I'd go out on the sword, So I think there's a time and place for bravery. George, it's echoing loads, mate. I'm not even going to lie, it's echoing loads.
I know one of my friends have died.
This is going to be
just
horrible.
Died because we've been recording for quite a bit.
Yeah, we have.
I'll put them on charge so it shouldn't take long to redo.
Brilliant. Okay, it's not too bad at the moment. Anyway, let's continue. So there's a time and place for bravery, and that David Walliams is a total coward at the end of the day, but he survives. So the show, but the Doctor, Amy, and Rory are No, it's because there was something really deep. It was like because they all have faith. That was it. They all are religious, so they believe in something, and the Minotaur takes that belief and uses it against you. And I found that an insanely interesting concept. So me and you would be goners. Most of the squad would be goners, apart from people who don't believe in anything.
I think the rooms are quite good.
Very interesting.
Kind of show you your deepest fears.
Yeah,
but they don't show you 11s.
With people that with them not believing anything. Surely the Doctor has to believe a bit because he met the devil, and if there's a devil, there has to be a, Lord. There has to be a God, doesn't there?
Yeah.
So how can the Doctor not believe it? Doesn't make much sense because he actually met the devil.
I don't know.
And the thing is, there was no science. There was no sciencey explanation for that. But anyway, I suppose just because whether something's true or not, it's your choice to believe in it, and the Doctor doesn't believe in one person. And it's so cool how Amy and Rory, they never had faith their entire lives, but they believe in the Doctor. And then the Doctor's like, "Oh, well, I'm pretty much let you down this whole time. I knew what was going to happen, and I've got you all killed." And then they don't believe in him, but he does that to save everyone because the Minotaur. What does the Minotaur do? Kill itself or something?
It dies.
Oh yeah, it finally wants to die, doesn't it? Because it's so old and it's been doing this for years.
Yeah. Plus, the whole hotel's just a simulation.
That's quite. Oh yeah. That's quite depressing, isn't it, for the Minotaur? But at least it can now rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, very amazing episode, amazing concepts. I'd say, apart from the Impossible Astronaut and the finale and the part 2 of the Impossible Astronaut or whatever it's called, this is probably the best episode apart from those ones I mentioned.
Yeah.
So what is the next episode? George, why does it say you've raised hand? What's going on there? George, get it? It just looks strange. I don't know if it'll pop up in the recording. Thank you. All right then. So the next episode, it's onto the 2-parter in it where the Doctor's meant to die, which was very interesting, but I personally found it to be closing time. I found it to be a bit of a letdown, if I'm being honest with you. I found it a little bit. I can't even remember it that well, to be honest. Hold on, I'm going to read what it.
I can't even, to be honest with you.
Oh,
what's it called now?
Closing time.
Oh, well, closing time is not a 2-parter.
No, it is. It is. It's
Closing time's on with the Cybermen.
Oh, with James Corden. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I thought it was a 2-part finale. I totally had a brain fart then. Yeah, the Wedding of River Song. That's the finale.
That's
Oh, George, I'm
gnarly.
such an idiot. Sorry, mate. Oh, I thought it was a 2-parter. All right. Yeah, I remember the one with James Corden again. It was really bad. It was so boring. Probably apart from the black spot, probably the worst episode of the series. I'm not even gonna lie. It was just James Corden and his baby, and it was nice.
And the Cybermen were defeated by love.
Yeah, that was really gimmicky and boring. That was so generic.
Yeah.
Like, you think, oh crap, James Corden's going to become a Cyberman, but how is his character? What's his character's name? I can't even remember it now. By the way, I'm whenever I do this, I am rubbing
Alf
my
is
back.
his son, Craig.
Craig, that's it. Yeah. Thing is, I know Craig is a bit smart, but he's not smart enough to lead all the Cybermen. But anyway, that was really gimmicky. But I suppose it's just a light-hearted, nice episode, and him and the Doctor have a bit of banter and go on another adventure. But the Lodger was so much better than this. The Lodger was hilarious. This was just boring and crap.
Yeah.
The Cyberman rat was okay. Nothing really.
Cybermat.
Cyber what?
Cybermat.
Oh, that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah.
I just found this episode to be boring, but the finale now, that was quite good. Let's move on. I mean, what do you think of this the James Corden number 2 episode?
It's okay. It's just a nice watch. It can be quite funny in bits, but I do prefer the Lodger, as you say.
The Wedding of River Song. Let's read because I remember this one being good, but I can't remember it fully. I know it's about the Doctor dying and all that jazz. So, oh bloody hell! There's a review here, and they're totally shitting on it. Bloody hell!
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it.
What do you think, as you're the Doctor Who expert?
I think it's okay. I haven't watched it for quite a while, but I think it's okay. Not the best, but it's just average.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one. I do like the way he fools them in the end, though. And but
yeah,
the problem is with episodes when the Doctor die, like the series 5 finale was 20 quintillion times better, right? Because you could imagine him getting wiped from history, but then coming back somehow, but not being with Amy and all them, because obviously some companions only last like one season, don't they? Like Martha and Donna. So you can sort of imagine that happening. That's believable. But with the Doctor dying, he's not going to die. They're not going to end the show like this. Come on. If they were going to end the show, it'd probably be like a movie or something if the Doctor was going to permanently die. Like, come on.
yeah.
But the way he falls the silence is cool. But yeah, it's quite average in it, really.
It is, yeah. It's it's that average at best.
I don't agree with people saying it's awful and horrific, but it's very average.
No.
Do you reckon it's probably season one finale great, season two finale great, three great, four great, five? This is probably the shittest season finale so far.
Probably.
Honestly, that was just.
But
I
wait
mean,
until you get to series 11.
how bad's the series finale there?
Rubbish.
Oh.
Absolute trash.
Doctor Who, honestly, George, Doctor Who series 1 and 4 was so easy to get through, and half of 5 was really easy. The rest of it, I mean, the second half of 3 was really easy as well. The start of 3,
Yeah.
first couple episodes, then the second half of 3 was really good. Like after 42, was 42 after the Lazarus Experiment?
I think so.
I'm gonna look on it quickly. Hold on. I know it's random to
I
bring
think
this
it
up,
is.
but series 2 was really hard to get through. I just wanted to get to the finale, to be honest. After, because hold on, let's have a look. Daleks, Lazarus. Yeah, 42.
I think
Human
series
nature,
2 is the
family.
weakest of the four.
Pardon.
I think series 2 is the weakest out of the first four.
Definitely by far. Yep. Ever since episode 42, I just flew through series 3 easily, and then one was amazing. No, sorry. One was amazing. Episode 2 was a bit naff. Gridlock I liked, but some people didn't like. But I really liked it. And then it was a bit shit with Daleks, a two-part, and then Lazarus Experiment. But Lazarus Experiment could have been worse if there was some decent action. But yeah, series 2, man. I mean, bloody hell. I know all the Doctor Who community know this, but I'm guessing most of them aren't getting this far. But honestly, the bloody Love and Monsters Fear Her and blood awful, absolutely boring. That was so hard to get
Yeah,
through.
have to tell me.
Idiot's Lantern, boring.
Oh,
Tooth and
yeah.
Tooth and Claw, I found boring. School
Yeah.
Reunion, I was not that bothered about. Fireplace,
No,
overrated.
I have to disagree
You
with
love the
School
School Reunion, don't you?
That is top tier. That is top tier.
How is it top? Have you got mental? No, it doesn't matter. Sorry. You can
Because
have.
you haven't watched the classics, you don't.
No, I know who Sarah Jane and Kane are, but it's shit. Honestly. Doctor Who community, fuck ALP!
God, that would come out after. I'm not being funny. The war that's been going on with the community.
Oh my god, it's just a show. Get over yourselves. It's just a show. Now, I'm sorry to go on this rant, but Doctor Who is nowhere near the best show ever. Series 1, 4 are the only really standout things. I'm sorry, they're the only good. No, it's nothing compared to Fools and Horses, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Prison Break Series 1 is far better than anything Doctor Who's come out with. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
It's
Stop.
Honestly, the fact that people get so uppity about mostly a decent show, apart from a couple seasons, is baffling. Honestly, series 2, there's some insanely low points. Series 3, George, what are you doing? George, what's going? No, I'm sorry. Series 3, again, second half really good. 4 amazing. 5, second half really good. 6 mixed. And then 7 has been a bit shit so far. But I've only watched one episode. So.
Well, I'll tell you about. I only watched one episode and you haven't even finished that off.
Hold on, the Tenant specials are really amazing too. Like the between 208 and 210. My point is, I'd be annoyed if people were getting this uppity about Game of Thrones, but I'd sort of get it because it's such an amazing show. I sort of get why there's such a community behind Doctor Who, because there's a different story every episode and it's been going on for so long and there's so much to talk about. But at the same time, it's the same formula. You've all got to get over yourselves at this point because you're getting upset over nothing here. It's just a show which most people tell me has gone down the total shitter. They've said season 7, 8, 9 shit. Season 10 good.
No.
11 and 12 awful. That's what people say.
7, 8, 9. 7's great. 8 is good. 9 is good. 10 is fantastic. 11 is rubbish. And 12 is meh.
Okay, well, I'll see what I think, because the thing is, I'm just a film and telly guy. I'm not even though I've been a bit lazy with it recently, I don't get too attached to things. I can
I
talk
think I
about.
like the look of series 11 and 12.
I like the graphics and the visuals. You mean?
Yes,
Oh, but everything else I think is shit.
probably.
Yeah. Thing is, I don't mind people being obsessed with Doctor Who. Like, if you've got an interest and that's what you like, as much as I think you should try and be interested in more shows, it's fair enough. But if you're going to get obsessive and go, how dare you like this episode? It's like, I know I say George school reunion shit, but it is just a bit of a joke at the end of the day. Like, I get a bit
Yeah.
OTT, but I'm not going to go mental. You can say Fear Her, Love and Monsters, all the most boring episodes are the best ever. I don't care. You can disagree with every single one of my opinions on the episodes. I'm not bothered. But obviously, I'm going to say, like, what the hell is a joke? But, like, just makes things more interesting. But people who genuinely get, like, insanely angry is just some next level weirdness. Anyway, what's the next episode?
We can't do the next.
Oh, no, George.
Finished it.
No, George, I've finished Asylum of the Daleks and I've watched The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe.
All right.
So,
Well, a Doctor with and the Wardrobe, then Asylum, do you mean?
yeah, I've done them too. So we can talk about the Christmas special then and that one. So then we're up to date with talking about the Doctor episodes on this channel. So Doctor and the Widow and the Wardrobe, personally, bit boring and tame until the end, in my opinion. Like the start was kind of cool, him bouncing around and all that jazz, and she's like, "Oh, you've got to go back to your family." And then it's nice how they bring the dad back at the end because she shined the light that saw him the way back. But apart from that, I mean, it just seemed a bit naff and boring. The wooden people were okay, I suppose.
Yeah, it's meh until the very end.
Yeah.
Well, when then it's good.
Yeah. So I'd say slap bang average for the ending, to be honest. Like before the ending, below average. After the ending, good. So I'll give it average. Anyway, Asylum of the Daleks, then we'll leave it there. Honestly, George, I'm not even going to lie. This was one of the... It's given a high rating on IMDb, but I don't understand why. I thought it was very,
a lot of people hate it, but a lot of people love it. And I love this episode. It's one of my favourites.
Of all time?
Of all time, it's one of my favourite episodes. I really enjoy it.
All right, you go first.
Always go back and watch.
What's good about it for you? What's favourite level for you then, George?
Oswin's good. Mm-hmm. Daleks are good. Definitely the insane ones. Amy and Rory's relationship thing, that's a bit meh. Because they're gonna get back together. But
yeah, they should have kept them apart for longer. What's the point of breaking them up for one episode?
Yeah. Did you watch those videos that I sent you, the Fun Life ones, to watch before this episode?
No, sorry.
Oh God damn it! I told you to watch them.
I'm sorry.
You get the storyline right.
I'm sorry.
I'll send them again, and
I'll watch them. I'll watch them later. I'll watch them when I get the chance. All I'll say is, okay, so you like it. You think the Daleks are good. Amy and Rory meh. You like Oswin. Do you like the Doctor's mission to have to go down to that planet?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, then. I think Matt Smith is absolutely great in this episode.
Yeah. All right, then. I'll tell you my opinion. I think this is a bad episode, right? I don't think it's the shittest thing ever, but I don't see why it's given such a high rating. Thing is, right, with this episode, they're like, Doctor, save us, save us. They get their hands so easily on the Doctor, it makes him look rubbish. And he's like, okay, shoot me then. And then he's like, oh, you're not going to shoot me? And then the name is like, we got to get down there, laddie. And then Rory's like, I don't want to do that, thank you very much. And then they end up going down to the planet. Then, I mean, it's a bit emotional when Amy gets taken over, and it's cool when you see her psychology, how she asks the Doctor something and we're in her perspective, because he's like, you've asked that 5 times now. And then And then after that, the insane Daleks I just thought were goofy and weird. What does the one keep saying? Cheese, cheese, cheese. They keep saying a weird word, and Rory keeps going, "What? You want some cheese?" Oh, George has left. Oh, damn it, damn it. Ah, bugger. Hopefully George joins back. What the hell is going on? Honestly, it sucks. It sucks. Zoom is playing up. To be fair. Hopefully George joins back. But anyway, I personally found the Daleks strange in here. Oswin was all right. Her cheeky banter with Rory was good. Heartbreaking that she that the only bit that was half decent in the episode is when you find out she was a Dalek. That's really deep. That is really, really deep. Actually, no. They say eggs before that, don't they? They go eggs. And then obviously she keeps going eggs, exterminate. So that's a good reveal. But then she wipes the Daleks' memory. They all forget about the Doctor. I thought it was going to be the episode where the Doctor has a massive dance party that I heard about, but obviously that's not the episode yet. So that's probably later on in the series because they didn't have the Daleks in Series 6, did they? So they've got to use them twice in Series 7 because of the contract. So hold on, George is joining. George? George? Oh. Hello, George. George? Oh.
There we go.
All right, then. I'll just say all my opinions on the episode again. Did you hear any of it?
No,
George? Oh.
nothing at all. And you're looking again.
All right, let me do it then. I'll redo it. Okay. So, the reason why I think this episode is a bit naff when the Daleks keep going eggs. I know that leads to exterminate, but he keeps going eggs, and I just thought this is stupid. I thought the mission it's what they caught the Doctor, and then the Doctor's like, "You're going to shoot me now," and I just think it's so like. It's just rubbish. It's just like you made the Doctor just looks daft. There's no backup plan. Then he's got to help the Daleks, and then they go down to the planet. The stuff where Amy's forgetting that's quite good because we're putting her perspective, and the Doctor's like, "You've said this 4 times now, but we didn't see the 4 times before." Oswin's all right. The banter with Rory's good. The bit where they find out that person's dead and it's all skeletons, that's quite interesting. The ending's quite interesting, but nothing great. But then he wipes all the Daleks' memories, like strange. I was saying how I'm guessing later on in the series there's going to be the Doctor Who dance party with the Daleks, which I'm sort of looking forward to, sort of dreading, depending on how funny it is. George. Oh, hello, George. George.
What?
Oh, could you hear anything I was saying?
No, it kept lagging for me.
All right. All I'm saying is that the episode's not very good. If you want to see what happened, watch the video back.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, I can't even be asked, George. Sorry. Like, I explained it twice, so...
Is there skeleton things?
No, I thought that bit was cool, but I just thought the Daleks looked stupid in it. The twist was all right, but then them wiping all their memories, it's just a bit silly. I don't know. They
I'll give you a bit of a spoiler. When the Daleks don't know who the Doctor is anymore, that never comes back.
Okay, that's all right then. Well, I thought they had a big dance party with him in a later episode.
Yeah. No, but what I mean is the thing that the Daleks can't remember the Doctor, that never comes back.
Okay.
So the next time the Doctor meets the Daleks, they know exactly who he is.
Oh, all right then. That's a bit mad. Good though. Anyway, let's do legit or a bit because I'm just fed up now. Like honestly, explaining the episode twice. I know it's not your fault because the connection, but it's like. Anyway, next, right, legit or a bit. Then you go first, George. You go first, mate.
Right. Explain to me Cause I forget how we did it. Cause
You
it's been
forgot
quite a
how we
while.
do legit or a bit. It's just you tell a story and I
I
have to guess if
forgot.
it's true or false. Then you guess
Oh
mine.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I know. Um, I I was in a watch party last night, and people were sending a load because we were watching an episode of Doctor Who. They were sending a load of pictures of like Christmas Daleks, so like the then modified Daleks to look like Santa and like elves.
Wait, that's all it is.
Yeah,
George, this is a very cheap one. This is a cheap. All right. Whose watch party was it? I'm not allowed to look anything up. Phone's here.
who is it?
Whoidic's watch party. And how many pictures of Daleks were spammed then?
Loads.
Were they all Christmas Daleks? Was it meant to be funny or serious?
Funny.
Did anyone laugh or did they just think it was stupid to spam Daleks?
It was really fun actually.
What was funny about it?
The Christmas Daleks.
But how were they funny? Describe to me how it was funny.
Well, there's one Dalek with a beard,
Dalek with
which
a
is
beard.
quite funny. Yeah, Dalek with a beard.
All right then. I am.
We call him Beardlick.
Oh, this is such a cheap, difficult one. No wonder Liam lost to you. Honestly, this is such a. This is. You do good ones, but this one's sort of.
It's called strategy.
In a sense, it's good, but it's cheap. It's very cheap. Like you wouldn't get this on Would I Lie to You, or bloody Stephen Lies. Oh man. I'm just gonna go for false. Sounds like a load of bollocks.
It's true.
What sort of humour's that, George? Beardick, Beardlick. What is this? Spam pictures of Daleks and people actually laugh at it in the watch party. This is ridiculous, George. This is mental.
Wow. We're watching Flatline and everybody was just spamming it.
Oh, how is this proper humour? I don't. Oh, no wonder they get annoyed at bloody opinions on Doctor Who. Honestly, what a load of ridiculous. Well,
I don't know if I can change my profile picture to it.
No. Oh God, that is just annoying, George. That is so annoying. That was such a cheap one, but it's, as you say, it's called strategy. So fair enough. All right then. So my legit or a bit. Let me think quickly of a true or a false one. I just thought of one, but I already said it before, and you fell for it. That was like one of the first ones. Let me think. I'm going to cut this bit out, obviously, because I'm trying to think. I might have some legit or bits wrote down on my phone. I did a really good one against Liam the other week. It was such a good one, and he discovered it. He bloody discovered. He got it right, man. He's very good at this somehow. Let me try and find it quickly. Here we go. Oh, bloody hell. I swear, I think I haven't wrote any of this in like recent times. Hold on. All right then. I read a book in loads of different stupid voices in school and got away with it. Do you want to ask some questions?
What book was it?
It was Of Mice and Men. I just did loads of different stupid voices for people. Stupid voices for Lenny, George. Who's the other one?
Wasn't I in the same class as you
No. You were in the
when
same
we were
class.
doing Mice and Men?
No, I wasn't in. I was in your class in year 7, 8, and 9. In year 10 and 11, I wasn't in your class.
Oh yeah.
So I was doing loads of different stupid voices. I did it for 2 separate lessons. The second lesson, I actually did nearly get in trouble because I just kept saying random words, lettuce, and weirdness. Actually, I said that in the first one, but
lettuce.
the teacher
Why
found me.
lettuce?
Lenny found lettuce. But yeah, I actually did nearly get in trouble the second time because he was like, "Oh, well, this bit is too stupid. I don't know whether to give you a level 2 or not," and he just didn't give me a level 2. This was a teacher who wasn't an English teacher, so. Do you want any more
I'm
questions?
gonna text you.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You finally beat me, George. Well done.
Yes.
Finally, I'm so gutted. The streak is.
I have a feeling that you told me that in school right after you did it.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I have an inkling that you did.
Damn it! The streak is over. For about a million bloody years, me and you were head to head. It was either both of us getting it right. Most of the time, it was both of us getting ours right, but obviously, a couple of times we both got each other's wrong. Then the last time we both got each other's right, and then this time I got yours wrong and you got mine right. So bravo, George. Bravo.
I'm winning.
Well, sort of.
Between us
no,
two.
but I beat you on the first 3 though. Then we were just draw. No, I beat you on the first 3. Then it was you. Then you won. No. Then we both got it wrong for ages, and then you finally won.
Yeah.
So, and you, to be fair to you, you did beat Liam, which was very good going.
That was a good one. That one.
Liam's just been detective, so it'd be cool to see him telling a lie. Anyway, I guess we can end this podcast here, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.
See you later.